www.jw.org to prepare our heart for the program we go follow. Get up for the one them with them feet and make we sing together song number 109. The title for the song now, We Must Get Faith. It comes from Hebrews chapter 10 verse 38 and 39, where they talk about the kind faith we give life. Song number 119. Once more again, wanna be welcome. This morning, we get blessing for listening to talk where the title now, The Flood of Noah's Day and You, where Brother Albert Taza, one of Jehovah's Witness, could present them. Please, Albert.
Dear brother and sister, dear friend, how you go answer this question? The heavy rain for Noah time don't really happen or na lie story? Doubt not dey. That heavy rain don't happen. And for this talk, we go see plenty proof them inside Bible where the show say it really happened. Our first proof go be for Genesis chapter 7 verse 11. Genesis 7:11, for here we go see the real date where that rain happened. It say, for the second month of the year, when Noah go complete 600 years, for the number 17 day of that month, that very day, all the plenty water we gather for up burst open, and they open the place where plenty water dey for up. You don't notice Bible did talk about the 600 year of Noah, the 17 days of the second month. This one, according to our calendar, na November 1st, 2317 BCE. Now for this date exactly where the flood start. And Bible say rain fall for 40 days and 40 nights. And the ark wey Noah be don build am start move on top water. And for mid-December 2370 BCE, the rain stop. But water be still there. It will still dey cover the ground. 150 days after, see wetin dey happen. And this one na our second proof. Genesis chapter 8 verse 4. For the 7th month, for the number 17 days for that month, the ark rests for the mountain of Ararat. The number 17 days of the 7th month, where it be na April 2nd, 2369 BCE. So 150 days after the heavy rain, the ground starts to dry small, and the ark goes stand for Mount Ararat, where today is there for Turkey. Our number 3 proof there for Genesis chapter 8, verse 14 and 16. It don't be possible for Noah for comot for the ark. But now, see what Genesis chapter 8, verse 14 to 16 the talk. For the 2nd month, for the 27th day of that month, the earth don't dry finish. So God tell Noah, say, go out of the ark, you, your wife, your sons, and their wife. You don't notice, say, Bible did talk about the number 27 day of the 2nd month. This one, now the middle November 2369 before our area. Now that time, Jehovah give this instruction for Noah. Say, make it come out for the ark with the family. You will notice, if you count and find, you will notice that we don't pass 370 days inside the ark. Now more than a year. So all this information them, all these details them, where we get them inside Bible, for the book of Genesis, the show said they float, the heavy rain, not be just like life story. No, now true event where it take place. Even Jesus, when he be there for ground here, don't talk about that event. For Matthew chapter 24, verse 37 to 39, he say, for Noah time, people with the chop, the drink. So then Noah pass, enter the ark. They not notice them. So the heavy rain come and sweep them all. And then remember, say Jesus be first day for heaven before he come for this ground. So when they talk about that heavy rain, he don't surely see him from heaven. And as Jesus did talk about them, he add for our proof them. Say, na true story. We not get for doubt them. Even if we will be the doubt them, may we stop, may we put faith for that heaven where it really take place. But now, we fit ask ourselves, say, out of Bible, some proof them day where it shows say that heavy rain don't happen. Yes, we get other proof them out of Bible where it shows say the heavy rain don't happen. We go talk about 3 of them. The first one, now the proof from people where they study ground. The second one are proof from people where they study past life for animal and people, even after where they don't die. And the third one, now the history where people did talk for their country. For talk about the first proof, people where they study the ground, the watchtower of June 1st, 2008 for page 8, it talks say people where they study the area for northwest for America don't agree say at least 100 catastrophic flood don't happen for that place, and say during one of them water be go height reach 600 meter. Say 2 billion of ton of water be deposited for the ground with heavy height, with heavy speed. Other observation, they help them for understand, say, doubt not they, heavy rain will take place for that place. If we want to talk about people where they study life for animal, even after the animal don't die, One man where he named Mason Valentine, it is stay for south for England. It discover say plenty animal. It discover some big hole, and inside that hole them plenty bones for kind by kind animals. And then it ask himself say, how manage all these animal don't come die for this very place? The answer na say it no happen just like that. Something don't cause the die for that animal them. And now the heavy rain where we dey talk about. Now, what about the history where people dey talk for their country? All ancient people for this ground get some history for their place where they dey talk about. For example, we fit talk about the Zinkas for South America, the Pygmies for Africa. We fit talk about the Indian, Australia, Mexico, Lithuania, Micronesia, or New Zealand. We fit stop for there. And wetin wey dem dey talk be common. Dem dey talk say for past God be vexed with people because they be wicked. He bring some big rain, he destroy all people. Na only one person and his family be safe because they be enter for ark where they be Bilam, and then they put animal with them. So you think say na just hazard all these things them around the world? No, it shows say wetin Bible dey talk about the heavy rain, it really take place. We fit trust am, we fit put faith for am. But we fit dey ask ourselves this question: why we get for check this history for the heavy rain? Jesus don give answer for Matthew chapter 24 verse 37. Please, may we take Matthew 24 verse 37. Jesus say, just as e be there for the time of Noah, na so e go be when the Son of Man go come. Jesus dey compare his presence wey e start since 1914 with Noah e time, and he say wetin go happen when e go be present go resemble wetin be happen for Noah e time. You see, now why that we get for pay attention for this history of the big rain. That big rain Jesus don talk about, and he say make we be careful because we go see the same thing for this our time. So may we focus now for wetin wey be for Noah e time wey we fit see am for our time. Wetin be the resemblance with our time compared to Noah e time? We go talk about 4 things. The first one is there for Matthew chapter 24 verse 38 and 39. Matthew 24, 38, 39. He say, that time before the heavy rain fall, people dey chop and drink, men dey married, and them dey give their women out for marriage until that day when Noah entered the ark, and they no even notice am until the heavy rain come and destroyed all of them. Na so e go still happen when the Son of Man go dey around. You notice am for verse 29, Jesus say for Noah e time, people no be dey take time to know wetin dey happen for their corner. Wetin Jesus wan talk na say people no be dey care about wetin dey happen. They no be dey care about things them wey concern God. But wetin be the interest them for that time? Verse 38 dey talk say they be dey chop, dey drink, dey married, dey train their pikin for marriage. Na think them that way e be dey preoccupy them. Wey no be na bad thing though, but they be the focus for this thing them. So they no be the see say Noah be dey do some outstanding work. They no be the see say he be dey build the ark wey be fit save their life. They no pay attention as Jesus talk, or they deny for pay attention. And then we see the result for verse 39 where Jesus say the heavy rain come and he sweep them all. what about our time? We dey see the same thing for our time? Yes. Wetin be dey take place for Noah time, we dey see am today. Because today, plenty people dey mock the one wey dem dey go preach for them. The one wey dem dey preach about the salvation of humanity. So we fit talk say we dey see the same thing today. They talk like wetin Apostle Paul dey talk, they dey mock. They say wetin Apostle Paul don talk for 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3 and 4. Where e dey? See, since the time wey our great grandpapa die, everything dey happen just as e be since when God make everything. If they ask you say wetin dey interest people today, wetin you go talk? Na for chop, for drink, for marriage, for enjoy life. But we not be surprised with all this. We not be surprised because we know say as people dey behave like that, it dey show we say we dey live for a time where another destruction go come. May we talk now the second thing wey be there for Noah time and where we fit get am for our time too. May we open Genesis chapter 6 verse 1 and 2. Genesis chapter 6 verse 1 and 2. As people start to many for the earth and the born girls, the son of the true God began notice say the daughters of men really fine. So they began take any of them where they choose as wife. You notice what verse 2 dey talk? Say the son of the true God. It dey talk about angels. So from heaven, they don't look woman them and they see say they be fine, they be beauty. And what did they do? They take them like woman. But nothing say they don't do this one from heaven. They don't come for ground. They don't take human body and then they continue for do what they be one doer. And then Bible tell we say they be the push people for do bad things. They be the push people for do bad things. So not forget the second thing where we see for Noah time now say bad angel them be the push people for do bad things. What about our time? We see the same things today. Yes. You fit agree say plenty films and TV program they talk about spiritism. For some country, they don't even put a day for celebrate thy people. And when you look fine, you realize say that date where they put them for celebrate thy people, the fall exactly for the date where the heavy rain be start. That one not just hazard, no. And na true say demons them not fit take humans body today and come as they become for Noah time. But Bible they talk say they dey for invisible place. And they continue for deeply push people for do bad things. The number 3 things wey be there for Noah time, we go see them for Genesis chapter 6 verse 4. Genesis chapter 6 verse 4. Nephilim did the earth that time and even after that time. Around that time, the son of the true God continued to sleep with women, and these women born boys for them. Now them be the strong people for that of that time, and people know them well. Angels them beget sexual relations with women. You feel imagine that one? If we know say angel them, they never create them, made a born pikin. And even if they be fit born pikin, not be now with human being. e not be natural wetin dey do, e be immoral. For Jehovah his standpoint na some bad thing wey dey be dey do am. So we fit understand say for Noah his time, everywhere na sexual immorality be. What about our time today? We dey see the same thing. You check say people for our time dey do wetin be pure? No. For most of them, their conduct na opposite of wetin wey Jehovah the creator be arrange am. You fit see about how people dey consider pornography, sexual immorality, fornication, adultery. For them na normal thing, na thing dem wey dey practice am every time. We go now for the number 4 thing wey e be there for Noah his time. And for this one, we go take Genesis chapter 6, verse 11. Genesis chapter 6, verse 11. But for God eye, the earth don spoil, and na so bad things dey happen for there. You see, Bible say the earth don spoil, and na only bad thing be there for the earth. Pikin for that angel dem wey we don just talk about, wey Bible call them say Nephilim, they be dey bring violence. Bible dey talk say their name fit be people wey dey fall. It means say they be dey cause other people to fall because of their bad and wicked character. You fit imagine how it be difficult for Noah and a woman for raise their pikin for that kind world. Now, may we think about our time. How it hurting them dey. We see the same thing today. The answer na yes. If we just look wetin newspaper dem dey talk, wetin TV dey talk, we go understand say we get the same thing. We go hear about domestic violence, killing, genocide, terrorism, and plenty war dem wey dey destroy this earth. Yes, we fit agree say demon dem dey push people to commit bad thing dem, even pass as e be dey for Noah his time. So, with all wetin wey we don talk about, we don talk how people no be dey care about thing wey concern God. We don talk about demon wey dey be dey push people for do bad things, about sexual immorality, about violence. How all this one dey help we for understand? All this one compared to wetin wey we dey live today, dey help we for understand say our time dey like Noah his time. So, how Jehovah go take solve this problem? The answer dey for 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5 to 7. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5 to 7. For they deliberately ignored this fact that long ago there were heavens and earth standing firmly out of water and in the midst of water by the word of God, and that by those means the world of that time suffered destruction when it was flooded with water. But by the same word, the heavens and the earth that now exist are reserved for fire and are being kept until the day of judgment and of destruction of the ungodly people. You notice what the Bible talk? Say, by the same word, the heaven and the earth where they exist now, they don't be reserved for destruction. Yes, another destruction will come. Jehovah will bring another destruction like the one where he bring am for Noah his time. But this one not go be na blind destruction where he go just destroy every people. No, Jehovah go select. He go destroy na wicked people wey he dey see say they no get right for remain for this earth. And by doing that one, he go arrange this ground. He go bring justice, and this one go be for our relief. Another question wey we fit ask am na say, if we wan survive for that destruction wey dey come, wetin we get for do? Wetin you get for do? Yes, you and me, wetin we get for do? Maybe you don notice wetin help Noah for survive. We fit see am again for Hebrews chapter 11 verse 7. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 7. Bible saying, na faith make Noah show say he fear God. After he don receive warning about things wey never happen, he make ark wey go save his family. Because of this faith, he condemn the world and he inherit righteousness because of his faith. Bible say with faith, yes, na faith help Noah for survive he and his family. Noah no doubt even 1 second wetin Jehovah be dey tell you. He no doubt say Jehovah go destroy the world for his time. He trust am and he even act according to wetin wey he be know. Na why that he work, he construct the ark, and he and his family be safe. And that work for construct the ark fit don take for Noah 50 years of his life. You fit imagine 50 years for person his life? But during all this time, Noah not be neglect the important work wey be get am. He be take am serious. Wetin be the lesson for we? We fit talk about two. First of all, we get for show for our life say we get faith. Make we dey do things them wey dey show say we be tight with Jehovah. Make we continue for do spiritual activities, whether na publicly or na privately. And as we dey do that one, it go help we for survive. Secondly, like Noah, make we leave am, make we no leave am, make our personal and selfish desire take we go away. If we leave am, we no go continue for put mind for wetin go happen for this system of thing. Na true say thing them like for chop, for drink, for marriage, for enjoy life, no be bad thing. Na normal things them for life. But we no get for leave am, make this thing them can be priority for our life. The priority for our life get for be na for build strong relationship with Jehovah our Creator. For Genesis chapter 6 verse 9, Bible shows say Noah be faithful. He be the worker with God. He be different from his country people. Surely they never clap for ye as he be different. They mock ye. They even straighten his life. But he be courageous. He be show say he be different. Wetin we dey learn? For be different need courage. Now why that we get for ask ourselves say, my conduct dey show say I dey condemn the bad things them wey dey happen for this world, or I dey agree am? If it be say we dey ask that question and we see say sometimes we dey allow that bad thing, we see am like normal, we fit count on Jehovah. Jehovah fit give we the power and the courage wey we need for show ourselves different. So how far wetin we don learn? We don see say Bible and plenty scientists prove dey show say the heavy rain don take place. We talk about Jesus wey talk about that heavy rain too. He say wetin wey don happen for Noah time go happen for time wey go be around, and na since 1914 e be around. We dey see too how wetin wey be for Noah time dey for our time. We talk say if we wan survive for that destruction, we get for strengthen our faith like Noah. We get for show for our everyday life say we dey wait that destruction wey dey come. Make our conduct get for show say we be tied with Jehovah. But before we finish this talk, for know say Jehovah use Moses for write this history of the heavy rain for Bible. And we fit imagine as Moses be the write am, we fit imagine say he don meditate on it. E don help ye, e strengthen your faith. E even help ye for be prepared for face the challenges wey you go meet up am. So we too, like Moses, make we continue for read and meditate the story of the heavy rain wey dey for Bible. Make we not take am just like history wey we dey read am, but make e push we for do things wey Jehovah like am. Make e help we for understand say very soon Jehovah go arrange this ground and obedient people go live for the paradise forever. They go arrange this ground and they go be there forever. Yes, dear brothers, dear sister, dear televiewer, make we make full benefit from the story of the heavy rain for our everlasting blessing.
Thank you, Brother Albert Taza, for this nice talk. We really appreciate the real and practical lesson for the flood of Noah's day. We fit talk now say we ready now to survive the destruction of this system with faith like Noah. To close this program, make we get up again for the one them wey them feed and sing song number 17 wey the title na to help them. Now Jesus he talk for one leper for the book of Luke chapter 5 verse 13. It remind us his self-sacrifice spirit.
My Media Prime TV, the African Eye.
Madame, Monsieur, bonsoir et bienvenue une fois encore sur My Media Prime.